The biggest change to Clash of Clans ever is coming later this month, but there's a lot of changes due to the knock-on effect from this. Army training time is being removed completely. Troops, spells, siege machines, your heroes, they will all be instantly available. There is no training time whatsoever, so you can attack as many times as you want, as long as you're not in Legends League. Clash of Clans released a blog post to announce this and discussed clouding issues, what is happening with the training potions, and donations, for example. So let's go through everything so you know what to expect once this change happens later in the month. So I've already kind of gone over the first paragraph here, but they do acknowledge that training time has been a major complaint for players for a long time. And years ago, when they removed the resource cost for training troops, they seen an increase in the enjoyment from Clash of Clans players. Shock. This gave them the confidence to make this bolder change. Clash of Clans was released in 2012, but today it feels outdated to wait 15 minutes between each attack. So shortly after the next update, we'll be able to attack as much as we want, stream for hours. It will help players to learn battle mechanics faster, which I think is very important. But being able to attack unlimited in multiplayer could have its drawbacks, and the first one that comes to mind is clouds. More people online, less bases to find. Clash of Clans explains that when activity is high, for example, whenever there's events going on, Hammer Jam being a primary example, then players can get stuck in the clouds where they cannot find a base. As part of this update, we are working on a new server tech called Match Anytime. If we run out of eligible bases, you will have a chance to attack a snapshot base of a real player. So this will be exactly the same as how Legends League works, or even Clan Wars, for example, where a screenshot of the base is taken, but that player could actually have a shield. Whenever you attack them, you would still gain the loot and trophies just like normal, but that player would not lose them on defense. This would only happen if they run out of bases, so a plan B, because since you don't have to wait of troops training up, and you can just instantly attack again, we could see longer play sessions from people, and likewise, that's where clearly there'd be a lot of clouds, which is frustrating, so this is an ideal solution. Since as a defender, you don't lose any loot or trophies, you won't actually know if someone attacked the snapshot of your base. However, they have said that in a future update, they are looking to add this to the replay log. I'm assuming it would be clearly displayed that you didn't lose any loot or trophies and it was a snapshot attack, but what this allows you is to learn from defenses so that you can tweak your layout. Clouding isn't the only issue they could run into with this change though, there's actually quite a few others. Let's go over first, training potions, treats, and perks. This is, I'm sure, one of the main reasons that this announcement is happening prior to an update, because they said as of today, we are no longer selling training potions in any in-app purchase bundles, since obviously once this goes live, they said it'll be a little bit after the update, but still within this month, then those would go to waste. Or I guess not necessarily to waste, you would actually get the gem conversion for them, but it is 10 gems per potion, and I have a lot of them, so quite a few of mine will not be getting used. However, for those players that at the moment do find training potions useful, then you will still be able to access them through the trader and the gold pass, but clearly it's not really fair to sell them for money right now when that feature is being removed in the future. And I think this is, before we move on to a couple of the other issues they will have, a really good thing, because when you think about it, they are actually taking a hit on monetization here with gemming armies, selling of training potions, etc. Clearly, if they can increase the enjoyment of the game, then there's a chance they can offset that. But this is one of the things of where they have said if they can increase monetization through cosmetics and other aspects, then they can try and make the game better. I feel that is clearly one of the things that we're now finally seeing a benefit of. Within the gold pass though, there is the training perk, which typically has allowed us to train troops a lot faster. That will be replaced, which brings us to donations. Obviously, right now, there is no cost to cooking up a troop, so you really just have to wait of the troop cooking up before you can then donate it. However, if there is no training time, then you could just instantly donate troops. This is why the donations are being changed. So with this update, all donations require elixir or dark elixir. So the troop cost, if you will, is coming back, but only for donations. They're still considering exactly how much elixir and dark elixir it would be per troop, spell, siege machine. But hey, there's nothing stopping you from attacking now to just go out and get some of that loot very easily to then donate those troops. They are reducing the clan castle request timer to a flat 10 minutes for all players, because previously it was even as high as 20 minutes if you were in a level 1 clan, which clearly is a bit counterintuitive when they are removing training time altogether. I understand where there has to be some drawback and limitation, but hey, you don't have to have your clan castle troops, especially if you're not in Legends League or trophy pushing, so being able to have training time completely removed is a good trade-off. However, you can reduce this 10-minute request time via the Gold Pass, and this is where the training perk that is being removed is being replaced via a donation request timer reduction. Obviously, that is a key perk when it comes to the Gold Pass and the amount of value you get from purchasing that. Another key part of the Gold Pass is the 1 gem donation, and if there wasn't some sort of cost to donating troops, then clearly the 1 gem donation would be basically worthless as well. So by having this, what it means is the 1 gem donation allows you to still donate the troops exactly the same. It just means you wouldn't have to use the elixir and dark elixir. But with the Gold Pass, you also get the reduction, and I'm hoping that that basically gets us to the stage where once you've done one attack, you can virtually request to do another. So I think if they got it down to like 3 minutes, that would be ideal, because you do one attack, you come out, your troops, spells, siege machines, heroes, everything. You're just ready to attack right away again. And if you then had to sit and wait of the CC request, that would be annoying. Again, I understand the limitation if you're not getting the Gold Pass. Whilst it's frustrating, it's definitely a huge step forward from where we were. But if I'm getting the Gold Pass and getting the donation request timer reduction, I would hope I get to the stage where I can almost instantly go out and attack again. They go on to discuss another couple of things changing or problems they could foresee happening because of this change. One of them being trophy curves. Now, essentially, that is just because you are able to attack however many times you want, you could really quickly climb up trophies, and it would just mean there was huge inflation, which could become difficult down in the lower leagues. But in order to try and balance that, because previously they balanced things around a 2-attack play session in that of using both of your armies, whereas now they are going to reduce the amount of trophies earned from all victories. However, the largest reduction occurs with just 1-star victories. So if you're farming and just quickly gaining the 1-star to maintain or slowly grow your trophies, you won't really get that many, which means that irrespective, as long as you win a battle, you will still get some trophies and climb, but it will be harder to do if you're only getting 1-star victories. So it seems like rather than trophies being evenly split, let's say it's a 30 trophy offer, typically right now there is 10 trophies for the 1-star, 10 for the 2nd star, and then 10 for the 3rd star. Seemingly it's not an even split anymore, but they do want to emphasize that this is more of a safety measure to make sure that once this is released later this month, and players can just attack as much as they want. They don't want everyone just instantly boosted up to Legends League. So they're kind of playing it cautious, which I think is wise. And then they will monitor how much people play day by day, and they can adjust the values over time with simple server maintenance. Obviously, we touched upon Legends League, and there is a limitation of 8 attacks per day for now. They did say we intend on fixing this in a future update, but current data shows that most Legend players do not complete their 8 battles already. So extending unlimited attacks to Legends League was pushed to a later date this year. For now, enjoy being able to complete all 8 Legend League attacks in a single sitting. I think this is wise because they need to be careful how much they mess around with the amount of attacks in Legends League, whilst, yes, you don't have to wait of your troops training, so they could increase it slightly, but I think it's a difficult one because the higher you put that, it might actually mean that some players are just not able to be competitive higher up in Legends if they're not able to manage that amount of attacks in each day. However, that's something that, again, I'm sure they'll be able to monitor and adjust. I think the number of attacks could go up, but as to how many, I guess time will tell. And I do have a video discussing my thoughts on Legends League, which I did with Bash and TK. That may or may not be released already, but I'll link you across to it after this one. However, they did summarize by saying this change is coming quite soon. All they've said is it is coming this month after the update, and we know from the season calendar that an update is coming in March, but they said stay tuned in the next few weeks for an official video preview followed up by sneak peeks from your favorite creators. So it seems like we will even get to see footage of this earlier than the sneak peeks. We have an action-packed next update for you, and we can't wait to reveal more. I mean, if you ask me, that is one amazing change, and I can't wait for this to be implemented. But if you do want to see my discussion about Legends League, where we discuss the issues and what I think could be improved, I will link it on your screen. Enjoy the rest of your day.